Alright, as the title says, we're off to pick up another Supra. So we're off to Georgia. Unfortunately, due to me being a last minute type person, I waited too long to try and book tickets, so now I'm stuck having to drive. But I got my wife with me, and so she's going to drive this car back. I'll drive the Supra back. We'll probably alternate to make the drive a little less boring, but man, it's a long drive. It's like 7.5 hours one way. But yeah, we'll see what this thing looks like, see if it was worth the trip or not, but I'll keep you guys updated. Alright guys, just bought the car. Got the temp tag on it. Gonna head back to Florida. But we'll talk about the car and the condition later, but appreciate Barrow Auto Group LLC. Dude was super nice, helpful, and he held the car for me, so I appreciate that. But let's go ahead and hit the road. Alright, we're in Monroe, Georgia. Quickly reminded of the pleasures of having a manual car in stop and go traffic. It's a lot of fun. Man guys, look at how beautiful it looks out here. Look at these skies. A nice little farmland and everything out here. Those of you guys that live in Georgia, comment below. Tell me your favorite area out here. But so far I'm liking it. Well, we just found this place. Kind of cool. It's just on the side of the road while we were walking. Cool looking stairs. It's like a river stream over here. Check this out guys, dang. This is pretty cool. Just right on the side of the road here in Georgia. I'm not sure what city we're in, but look at that, that's cool. Gonna have to go down and investigate. Wow, look at that. Oh, it's nice and cold. Check out this old wall. Just a bunch of rocks put together. Who knows how old it is. It's like a retaining wall. But yeah, I mean, you don't really see stuff like this in Florida, honestly. Pretty cool place out here. Alright, we made it to Florida. Back home. I have to fill up with gas soon. Down to a quarter tank. Don't really want to go below that. But yeah, it's good to be back home in Florida. Looking a little flatter over here now. Alright, hey, what's going on guys? So, I'm gonna do a video about this car behind me. Don't know where I'm clipping this in the video, but this is about a month and a half after I bought it. Right when I got back from Georgia, after picking this up, I got super sick, so the car just sat. And I've driven it now a few times, and figured I'd make a quick video for you. So I'll go ahead and spin the camera around and show you the car real quick. Alright guys, here she is. So it's a 97 factory twin turbo 6-speed Alpine Silver Supra, 161,000 miles, single turbo. So this car went up for sale in Orlando. The owner's name was Philip, really cool guy. I made him an offer, and I guess a dealer in Georgia also made him an offer, which ended up selling for what I offered him. But long story short, the car was back up for sale about a week later by the dealer, and I really wanted the car, so I ended up paying a little bit more money so the dealer could make a profit. But I went ahead and drove up, me and my wife drove up to Georgia. I made a deposit. So it seemed a little sketchy the way the car was listed, because it was literally the identical listing that the guy in Orlando had. So it was a little sketched out. So I sent him $1,000 non-refundable deposit and drove up with a cashier's check for the rest. but it all worked out. The guy was super nice. His wife was there, his kid was there. It was a super cool experience. It was a nice drive up there, and you know, just checking out Georgia was pretty cool. So it all worked out well. Got the car back down here, and then like instantly I got super sick. So the car just sat and I sat in bed. So here we are about a month and a half later, finally starting to drive the car around more so I can kind of give you some info, but I tried not to do anything to it so you guys could see it the way I got it. And I'm gonna go ahead and start doing stuff to it tomorrow, and I'll start filming that. But let's see, let's check out the engine first, because that's probably what you guys want to see the most. We'll do a quick interior shot here. So, you know, 4-spoke steering wheel because it's a 97. They switched to the 3-spoke in 98, but we do have the gray Series 2 panels. You know, that's a 97, 98 thing. I think it has some sort of short shifter in it. I don't think it's a C's, but I do have a C's at home that I can compare it to, so eventually I'll dig that out and compare it and see if it is a C's or not. The interior is decent. I mean, the seats have some cracking on it, which is, you know, typical for the age, but overall it's not in bad shape. So let's go ahead and pop the hood. And thankfully it has hood struts, which is a lot nicer than the little prop. But here we go. So this happened recently. Coolant kind of spraying around. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I think it's leaking out of one of these, because it's like shot straight over there. It's kind of shot straight there and there, so I'll have to figure that one out. I don't really like these aftermarket lines, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace this with a stock one and see if that fixes it. Also, I noticed that there's pink coolant in here. There should be the red coolant. I've heard the pink stuff oozes out of hoses and stuff, so I'll just eliminate that whole possibility by just switching to the red stuff. As you can see, it's pink right there. But this is like kind of a new thing that's happened a couple days ago. So anyways, since it's a 97, 98, luckily he put in new headlights. Like I said, the owner in Florida had it for I think 10 years. Really nice guy. Thankfully he answered a lot of my questions after I bought it. Super cool guy. He's been in the Supra community a long time. I think he just picked up a Corvette, so that's pretty cool. He's having fun with that. I believe it's a C6, so that's a pretty cool car. We've got Megan coilovers here, Precision 6766 turbo, which in my opinion is the best street turbo for, you know, like a 3-liter just stock Supra. I think they're really nice. Up to 800-900 horsepower, I think they're like perfect. But that's just my opinion. We've got the little bits and pieces, AM Infinity running the car, and the car makes, I think, 530 at the wheels on 93 and 620 at the wheels on E85. But we've got stock TT wheels, and it's got a 275 on the back, and it just spins. So we're gonna fix that. I've got my HRE wheels still. I just have to get new tires for them. So I'm debating whether to do the R888 or do a Nitto tire. But in the front, I noticed these sit pretty flush compared to the back tires. Why is that? Well, if you look close, which you probably might not be able to see it on camera, but there's a wheel spacer in there. So I reached out to the previous owner, and thankfully he didn't have to modify the studs or anything to get those on, so I'm going to be taking those off. They do rub. The car's pretty low. I generally like to run my Supras a little taller just so I don't have to be as cautious and stuff when I'm driving. But, you know, it's just personal preference. Some people like it slammed, which is cool. It looks amazing, but it makes it a lot harder to drive. One kind of funny thing, this caliper's red. If you go over to this side, this caliper's black. Comment down below if you caught that before I showed it to you. Because when I went and looked at this car, I was like, oh, okay, it's got red calipers. And then I like noticed it when I walked around the other side of the car when I was looking at it, which once again, I don't know if I'm splicing that footage into this video or not. So I did film a little bit when I was in Georgia, but maybe he replaced this this caliper at some point, I don't know. So one other thing I want to show you real quick before we end out the video is in the trunk. This has like a audio system, which I'm not like an audio system person. I'm not into that stuff. Some of you guys might be, so you could actually, if you could comment down below and tell me if this stuff is at all interesting or expensive or worth having. I plan on ripping it all out tomorrow, so, and just going to, like, you know, stock carpet or something. So comment down below what you guys think this is. I'm probably gonna throw it all in the other Supra, just because that Supra is missing the carpet and whatnot, so instead of this just taking up space in my garage. If this was painted black, you know, it'd obviously look nicer. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I don't listen to the radio or anything. I just drive. So even in my daily driver, I don't listen to the radio at all. So I just think to myself and whatnot. But yeah, so that's that. Oh, one more thing. Another mod that I've been dying to do, but I've been waiting to make this video, is taking these things off. Very annoying driving with those, because you like lose part of your mirror essentially. Those are coming off like right away, maybe even tonight when I get home. But yeah, little things that, you know, I'd like to clean up in here and whatnot, and, you know, make it a little different. Definitely getting rid of this hardline hose, but little by little we'll fix it up. We'll probably push the power a little bit more, maybe to 700 or something, maybe 800. I'm probably going to do a clutch somewhat soon on this. He said that it had some sort of cheap clutch in it. He couldn't remember what it was. It doesn't feel like a South Bend to me. It feels stiffer. The South Bend's a really nice clutch, even though it's cheap. But yeah, so stay tuned with this. All right, so I appreciate you guys watching. If you don't mind subscribing, I've had this YouTube channel for many years now, and I think I've been stuck at like 16,000 subscribers for years. I don't put out a whole lot of content. I should put out more. I'll try to, but the more subscribers I get, the more motivated I'll get to do that. I'd really like to hit 100,000. It would just be cool to have the plaque in my office. But yeah, if you guys could help do that, get your friends to subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, it doesn't cost you anything. It'll help me out, you know, psychologically, I guess, to keep putting these videos up, because if nobody's watching them, what's the point of putting them up? So appreciate you guys watching. We'll do some updates to this car. I'll try and film even just little things on it, just so you guys have something to watch, Supra related, because I always love watching Supra videos. So yeah, we'll be doing the HREs soon. We're gonna do a wing, a lip, maybe turn up the boost a little, get it retuned, you know, maybe some cams. So we'll get it going. Definitely a clutch soon. Kind of got 3 different options I'm considering on the clutch, and I'll do a video on that, get your guys' opinion, see what you guys think, because I know some of you guys have tried a lot of these, and I've tried 2 of these 3, so I'd like to get your input on it. But appreciate it, guys. Please subscribe down below, comment, tell me what you think of the car. All right, you guys have a good one. Take it easy.